Well, good morning, everybody. My name is Robin DeMio, and I'm very excited about our call today. And I got to witness our beautiful Whitney on stage this weekend. I think it's the second time I've seen her speaking, and I am so grateful for our bright future that we have with this amazing company, this opportunity, where we're going in the world, and we're headed right straight for the top, and we're getting close there. So you want to make sure that you are reaching out regularly. Press the gas pedal in your business, because now is the time. So my name's Robin DeMio, like I said, and I have been with this amazing company for, oh my gosh, 5.5 years. It's changed my life on a significant level, and I'll share my story in a little bit. But first, I want to introduce you to this most amazing woman, and I am going to share my screen with you real quickly. Let's see here. This is the lovely and spicy, spunky Whitney Johns. And she is from Lucas, Texas. Wowie. She has a beautiful family, and she is a brand new rock star within our company, within our organization. You are gonna love to hear her story. She has only been in our company. She's been in the industry a little while, and she's gonna share her story, but she's only been in our company for 3 months and has had amazing success here. She is a beautiful, lively woman. She is a business owner, and she's really got a big team already. Just in 3 short months, she's got over 400 people on her team. Now, come on, that's an awesome accomplishment. And so I'm going to let her share her story. And so, Whitney, are you there? Well, you can unmute yourself.
Yeah. I think I'm unmuted. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Awesome.
Hello, everybody. My name's Whitney Johns.
Waiting on bated breath here for your story.
Well, I'll tell you it. My husband, Jason, is a high school football coach. And if you know anything about coaches, you know that they love what they do. They don't necessarily make a lot of money, but they love what they do. And he really works about 100 hours a week. If you figured up his hourly pay, it'd probably be minimum wage. But he's coached college and high school football for the last 20 years. We've been married 20 years. We have 2 girls. Morgan, who's 16, just got her driver's license. This picture is actually a few years old. So she just turned 16, got her driver's license, and then Kennedy is 12. And both, blondes, and both love sports. Morgan's a cheerleader. Kennedy does a little bit of everything. So we live a super busy life. I also run a boutique. It's Cupcakes and Cheer Boutique. If you want to look it up on Facebook, I have a VIP group as well, Cupcakes and Cheer Boutique VIP. So I run a boutique full time. Actually, I just hired someone to start shipping for me because it was so crazy. I couldn't keep up. So I work full time. And then about 3 years ago, I was introduced to network marketing. I got in a company called Pure, and we made over $1 million our first year in that company. It was insane. I've sponsored about 150 people the first 8 weeks, and that turned into 10,000 people over the next year. And it just exploded for us. And then last summer, our CEO left and our director of sales left. We were really close with both of them. And there were just a lot of changes. And I just didn't feel good about bringing people in anymore. And so, but I didn't want to stop building. So I did stop building for about 6 months there. But I started looking, and Amy Summers, she was cross-line from me. She brought ARIIX to me, and when I took a look at it, I was like, this is it. And so I walked away from a huge check to kind of restart, which is a little bit scary, but integrity is obviously the most important thing. And so I just wanted to make sure if I was bringing people into something, it was something that I truly believed in. So that changed our lives. Jason did retire from coaching for 2 years. He's actually back coaching now. He went back last year. He just missed it a lot. But that is what this industry can do for you. 2 people living paycheck to paycheck, to be able to do what we did with such a low startup cost is just it's mind-blowing. And I truly believe anybody can do it if they have the right mindset and the right skill set, which can be learned, and the right work ethic.
Awesome. Wow, you made $1 million your first year?
Crazy, crazy,
That,
crazy.
that is like mind
We had a
blowing.
lot of rank bonuses too. We hit the very top of the company. We hit Black Diamond in 9 weeks, and then Ambassador in 6 months. There was only one other person at the ambassador level, and he had been in like 6 years. That was a huge. They don't even do them anymore because I think they didn't think anybody would hit them, and our whole team like was hitting bonuses like crazy. So just that one bonus for that 1 week was 150,000. It was crazy, crazy, crazy. So, but those rank bonuses are gone. Well, needless to say. But it was fun. It was, oh my gosh, it was fun.
Yeah, and so you're a real people person, I can tell. If you have a boutique, I can't wait to go look it up. So
Yeah,
you can actually when you're done talking here, why don't you put your link in the chat, and
absolutely.
that way other people can see what you have online as well. But I'm sure during that whole time of the intense time of COVID, your business grew online, right? And
Yeah. Yeah. And when we started with our network marketing company, the last one, I had to put the boutique aside, I'll be honest. And just to show you that nothing's ever definite. I hired somebody to run it. It took a huge decline in sales. When
mm,
sales dropped probably 75%, and I was paying her like a full-time salary, a really good salary to run it. And last summer I took it back over again, and it's back. It's doing the best it's ever done. So just because your business right now is not going well, or you're having a bad week or bad month, doesn't mean it's going to be that way forever. And so, sometimes when we have a bad day or we have a bad month, we get down, we get discouraged, and it's like, no, every business goes through peaks and valleys. Every business.
yeah, and so when you started this industry, how did you reach out to people? Did you just start talking to people? Did it become a lifestyle for you? Can you give us a little bit more information about that?
Yeah, so I'm a huge believer in social media attraction marketing, and because I had already built a brand for the last few years running my boutique, that did help. But now I'm very intentional about what I post on Facebook, and I truly believe in building your brand. You should never brand your company; you should always brand yourself, because people are going to buy from people they know, like, and trust. So you want people to get to know you and want to be a part of what you have, and then that's where it leads to ARIIX. And so. Um, I use attraction marketing so people will reach out to me. I mean, in ARIIX, I don't think I've reached out to anybody. But that's not always possible, and unless you have been intentional about building that brand. So I just want to, preface that in saying, when I first started Pure, I did have to reach out to people. In the beginning, especially, I reached out. And then as we started just exploding, people started reaching out to me. But now I'm branded a little bit better so that people are reaching out to me instead of me having to message people all the time.
That's awesome. And so what is your main focus when you post your social media about RX, or when you're focused on that, you're heading that way, you're trying to direct people that way? What kind of focus do you have? How do you do that? Like, can you tell us a little bit more about that?
So your brand is who are you? Who do people know you for? So for me, I would say mindset. I've been in some mindset trainings over the last 6 months that have really, really changed my life. And so mindset's huge. So I post a lot about mindset, obviously family, and then health and wellness. I do believe if you're going to be in a health and wellness company, that needs to be a part of your brand, and you need to be living that lifestyle. And then, fashion too, as well, since I have a boutique. But that's really what I focus on, is just what are the 3 or 4 things that you're most known for. And everybody has a brand. Everybody has a brand. So you may not think you do, but you do. So you just have to develop that brand. I do a lot of curiosity posts too. So if someone reads it, I never mention the name ARIIX on there. I want them to reach out to me and say, hey, what is this? If I say, hey, join me in ARIIX, they're going to go straight to Google. They're going to Google ARIIX, and they're not going to ask you any questions because they're going to think they know what it is. Whereas if I create curiosity and they reach out to me and they are saying, hey, what is this you're a part of? I have the opportunity to share that with them, to share the video I want with them, and share things that are actually going to get them into my business instead of them Googling. So
Mhm.
I do a lot of curiosity posts. before and afters of people losing weight, information about the business that doesn't say ARIIX. I truly, I think a lot of people just go and they start spamming with the name of the company and everything. And people just, they're just going to go to Google.
Mm-hmm. And Google, people do use Google as their source. And Google's not always true, is it?
Exactly.
It's not always true, and it can be a more difficult way. And you want to be able to entice people with something that's beautiful or exciting that you have to offer them. And I know that you have been in the boutique industry, so you already explained how your business, it has ebbed and flowed. The boutique, it ebbed and flowed, and all businesses ebb and flow. They have good times and they have harder times, and sometimes are better than other times, right? And you saw that with your business, so you had to make a change. You had to make a change there. And when you came into ARIIX, you were able to have a better mindset because you've already been through hard times. One of the things that I posted on with this Zoom was about success, because you've been very successful here in a very short amount of time. And can I just ask you, do you think that it takes somebody really special to be successful, or what does it really take? What does it take?
I think anybody can be successful. I do think, in this industry, you do have to learn the skill set. You have to learn how to invite. You have to learn how to close. You have to learn how to find their needs and things like that. So there's a skill set. A really good book, I think that really helps with that, is Go Pro by ARIIX Worre. I think that that's a great book just to learn the skills. But as you get more skilled, you have to talk to less people because you're able to close more people. Until you are skilled, you have to make up in numbers what you lack in skill. And so, but I believe that mindset is 95% of it. We all know that we're energy, and, you attract what you are. And so if you're having negative thoughts about your business, that's going to bring in more negative. So, you become what you are, you attract what you think, thoughts become things. So, so always be cognizant of your thoughts. I'm a big believer in having a morning routine. The first hour in the morning is for myself. I do 15 minutes of personal development. I meditate for 15 minutes. I do 15 minutes I have a life script that is I dreamed on paper. So I figured out, what do I want in life? If I could create my ideal life, what would it look like? And I created a life script using an app called Think Up. And I start everything with, I'm so thankful and grateful. So I'm so thankful and grateful now that I'm making $100,000 a month in ARIIX. I'm so thankful and grateful now that I have 20 people on my team making six figures. So, but it's not only for my business, it's for my family, friends, it's for every area of my life. I listen to that every morning. Most people get up and what do? They go to their phone and they start looking at Facebook. And you see negative, and it gets you in a negative cycle already first thing in the morning. So is it hard to get up and spend an hour? I will tell you, I get up and I have so many things on my to-do list that sometimes I struggle to sit there and meditate for 15 minutes. I will just be completely honest. It's not easy, but it will change your days. It will change your life. You've got to start out and just start with maybe 5 minutes or 10 minutes. You don't have to do an hour, but,
and people join you, right? They're not necessarily only joining a company or a product, right? They join you. And so your presentation of yourself is always going to be what they want to join. And so you had help. You linked arms with Amy, and you linked arms with other leaders, and you just shared. You shared with your friends. You shared with the people that you influence. And that's how you were able to create such success very quickly, right?
Massive action. If you really want your business to explode, massive action. That's not going and talking to 5 people and hoping one signs up. That's going and talking to 500 and hoping 100 sign up or 50 sign up. If you can create that momentum where you're signing up 50 people, you will find your runners. You may sign up 50 people and 25 may do nothing. 20 may sit there and then 5 may take off. That it's just a numbers game. So if you sponsor 10, you're going to have a few that do nothing. You're going to have a few that do a little, and you're going to have a few that take off. And always spend time with the people that are taking off. Now, those people that are kind of just doing a little, Be there for them too. The people that are sitting, encourage them, but don't waste your time just, hey, let's go, you can do this. I will do that for a few times, but after a few times, if they're sitting and they're never getting me on calls, I don't spend a lot of time. I'll love on them, but I don't spend a lot of time continuing to encourage them, because ultimately it's up to them to take off. And so, you're gonna, if you take massive action, you will find your few people that will take off and help build your business with you.
Awesome. Let me ask you one more question, and then I'm going to go on to a presentation so that people have some facts. But so when you came on board, you had to look at ARIIX. You had to look at what was different about ARIIX from your previous company, right? And what was it that drew you here? And why do you believe now is the time to join ARIIX?
So the code of ethics was huge. Number one, the comp plan, the best comp plan out there. So if you're going to go to work, you want to go to work and you want to work with a company that's going to pay you, right?
Yeah.
So those were two huge things. The leadership, Fred Cooper, Mark Wilson, of course, we didn't know Brent at the time. That was huge. Leadership is the most important thing in a business. I truly believe their track record was big for me. So those were really the three main things. And could my team win? If I'm going to ask my team to make a move, am I going to bring them somewhere that they weren't winning anymore where we were, but can they win here? Can the everyday average person that isn't a networker win? Because if the everyday average person can't win, if you're the only one at the top, it's not fun. You want to bring your team with you. So you want to be able to help your team win. And so that was really a big deal too. And I found that here, even just selling we call them skinny drops, the accelerate, slenderize, that we've coined that, maybe they just go sell 5 skinny drops for a month, but maybe they make an extra $100 a month, or maybe they make an extra $500 a month. People go bankrupt for a lack of $400. So if you can help someone on your team earn $500 a month, it can be life-changing for them. I know for us, it would have been life-changing when we were, I was a school counselor, Jason was a coach. We lived paycheck to paycheck. So I know that $500 would have made a huge difference for us.
Mm-hmm. And now is the time. And what do you see there? What do you see with the future of our company?
Everybody just keeps saying, oh my gosh, it's coming. Just wait. What's coming is going to be so big. And I cannot wait to find out. I feel like there's already been so many things that are just so excited, but I know we have the social selling coming. I know we have some other products. And I just think, what we have coming is now it's already amazing, but what we have coming, I just trust these leaders to know that they wouldn't say that if they didn't mean it.
Exactly. Awesome. Well, great job. I'm so impressed, and you just have a presence that draws people in. I can tell you're a people person and you love to help people. And that's really a key here, folks, is helping other people to succeed, because when you do that, then you will succeed as well. It's servant leadership. It's linking arms with people. It's seeing their potential in that person. What do they have that they can use to benefit themselves? They might not be able to see that themselves, right? Like you said, everybody has a brand. They just don't know they have a brand sometimes. And so thank you so much, Whitney. Wow, what a powerful woman you are. And I can't believe that you've been married 20 years. You barely look 20.
41. So I just entered my 40s a few years ago, but it's the best time. I'm like, it's way better than 30s and 20s. So
it is. Wait till you
kind of develop a confidence. You kind of develop
Yeah.
So it's fun.
Awesome. Well, 50 gets better. So just enjoy the ride while you're here. But thank you so much for coming on. And
Welcome.
if you absolutely need to leave, you're welcome to.
I have a meeting I have another meeting at 11. And I've got to go do a few things. But thank y'all so much for having me. I had so much fun talking to you, and just go out and take massive action and build your business.
Yes. And would you mind putting your link in the chat?
I did. Yes.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So, well, thank you so much. And I'm going to go ahead and share my screen again. And I'm just going to tell those guests of ours, we are so glad you're here, because you are the basis of our business. People who want to look better and feel better, who need a little bit more. And we just want to welcome you. We want to welcome you to New Age ARIIX. We have so much to give and so much for you to help you look better and live better and feel better. And this has truly been the case in my life. we helped people reduce inflammation, and you know, everybody needs to reduce inflammation in their body, especially with all the environmental elements that are happening, you know, the pollution, the toxins going around in our products, in our food, and everything. And so many people need better sleep, don't you? If you don't have good sleep, your body cannot heal. It cannot have the energy that you need to take on the day. So these are a few pictures of my family, my story. I have a business. I had a business that was it was an idea that I had called Bootleggers, and these are removable wears for your boots, and leather, lots of leather and feathers, and it was a really great fun time. We used to go to like Cowboy Christmas and sell our goods there. And then I started running out of money because the economy started slowing down a little bit. We had some real crises in our family. And if you've had any kind of crisis or loss, significant loss in your life, you could really take a look at ARIIX. And there's a better way out there. Now everybody needs to work from home. They want to work from home. Do you know that 85% of the people that stayed home working actually want to stay home working, and they don't want to go back to their job, or they might not have a job to go back to? So we had some real success. I became a bartender because we had another crisis going on in our family, and I needed some fast cash. So I started working in a restaurant, and let me tell you, that was hard. That was a lot harder than what I do right now. But what we do is we tell transformation stories, because, you know, stories tell, you know, facts tell, stories sell. And you want to be able to show people that these products are really the top of the line, that they do work. And this is Dr. Crystal Vance. She's a good friend of mine. I reached out to her 5 years ago about this business, but really it was just about a product, because I knew that she had a product need. She had a health concern, and she was a doctor. And so for me to reach out to a doctor to offer her help, that was a pretty big deal to me. And so she took a look. A few months later, she came on board, and she's had some real success. So over the years, she's lost over 100 pounds. She looks beautiful, and she is one of the top leaders in our company. And she's one of the most recent ARIIX Wellness Council members. This is my good friend, Erica. What a story she has. Wow. She joined our company, and she's an immigrant from South Africa. And so her husband transferred a job here in Colorado Springs. She really, really loved the products, but she was not able to work here. And so when she was able to work here, she came on board, and she started really losing weight. But the best thing for her, I believe, in my opinion, was that she had a lot of people she knew back home in South Africa. So she was able to open an entire country. And that business of hers in South Africa has taken off so exponentially. The business is growing. She's making lots of money. The people in South Africa are having their lives changed. And when you can see someone's lives change, not just in their health, but in their finances, you know that you have something wonderful to offer people. So Erica's lost much more than 18 pounds now. I don't even know her real number, but wow, doesn't she look great? And here's my friend Craig Tamanini. He's in the IT industry. He already makes a really good income, but he needed a health benefit because his blood pressure was at a life-threatening high. And he reached out to his good friend, Betsy Waters, and she introduced him to our product called Limu. And Limu reduced the inflammation in his body. It actually helped to bring his blood pressure down. He's lost, I think, 160 pounds to date, but also he is able to sock away massive amounts of debt in his family. And don't you know that's important? And look at these transformation pictures. So we have different kinds of products that can help anybody in their life. So all different areas of their life, in their skincare. You know, this is Juanita on the top left. I met Juanita a year ago in Salt Lake City. She had several years before had a skin cancer and had it removed. And what a devastating thing to have a scar on your face as a woman, especially. Not that men don't care, but women especially. Really, you know, it affects us. I understand that. I had a mole removed on my face and I thought, oh my gosh, now I have a crater. And I needed some real help there. And Juanita, you can hardly see that scar at all because of one of the amazing products, Skincerity, and it's called now Lucium, but I will share a little bit more about that in a few minutes. But look at even if people have debilitating acne, how that changes a young person's life. Even an older person. I had acne until I was about 45 years old, and it can really affect your state of being. So Vince, he's an amazing man, an attorney. He's lost weight, and his wife, his beautiful wife, and they are a beautiful, amazing couple. But look at all these transformations, and we only show these because the products work, and we want people to be able to have better health. If you don't have your health, I'm telling you, you don't have anything, because you can have as much money as you want, and if you don't have your health, it doesn't matter if you're home in bed sick. So we try to take a 360 approach, and that is with all different kinds of products. We have clean air, clean water. We're in the health and wellness industry. So we have lots of great things that help your health, but we also help your skin. We help you live better. These are the 8 brands that we have right now. And actually these two skincare lines, we just married them. And they had a baby, and their baby is Lucium. And we just launched this just this weekend, and we're so very excited. This product line is a nighttime and a daytime skincare program where you can actually have amazing results. It's the cleanest line on the market. It has over 17 patents on it. And the ingredients are so clean and effective. And so I hope that you guys will take a look at that brand. And you can always get with the person that brought you on to take a look. It is so phenomenal. Most of us are getting ours right now this week. And look at this one. Wow. Did you know that your gut health is one of the most important things in your health? If you don't have good gut health, and that was an issue of mine. I had poor immune function. I couldn't digest my food. I had a condition called gastroparesis, which meant my food did not digest by itself. I had to help it along with massagers on my gut, and I was bloated all the time. But we came out with this weekend as well. This is called Probiotics by Nutrify. It is the top of the line, very affordable gut care, and it helps your oral health. It reduces bloating, all kinds of amazing things. So I hope that you'll also take a look at that. But really what we do is, you know, you're already using products like these. You might get your protein from a health food store or Amazon. You might get your energy drink that's also not very good for you through the convenience store or the grocery store. Those products are bad. They have filled with chemicals, things that are not good for you. We have all kinds of things that you can already take the money you're spending, and why not redirect it into your own home-based business and make a little money at the same time. You know that Whitney mentioned this, that most people are only $400 away from going broke, really broke. I mean, in the crash of 2008, the real estate crash, there was so many people that lost their homes. And if they would have had an extra $400 a month in their bank account, those people wouldn't have lost their home. And so it's pretty amazing that you can take your money that you have, that you're spending already. You know, maybe you're going to the Little Green Lady and buying your energy drink, as in your coffee, and they're getting all the money for that. Why not use your money in your own business to transfer that over, help your family with a little bit extra finances, or a lot? You can make a lot of money in this industry. Health and wellness, you guys, you know this, it's already a $4.2 trillion industry. And the quality of the Nutrify line that we have and the Limu line, These are in the health and wellness industry. They're top of the line. They have super nutrients. They have superfoods in them, all kinds of amazing things. The energy drink business is huge, 55 billion. You see a lot of young people walking around with a can in their hand. And so we have Blue Frog that is such a healthy, amazing energy drink. I kind of call it cruise control. You go up to a little elevated level and you cruise on that for most of the day, helps you feel good, and all these things are right in your back office, so you can purchase them from yourself. Weight loss, you guys all know this. I mean, that is the big deal, right? Weight loss is the big deal. If you can lose a little bit of extra weight, and I must say, I haven't posted pictures yet, but I have broken an 8-year plateau just recently with these products. And I've lost 12 pounds recently, and I'm feeling so great. You know, when you look great, you feel great. Skincare, like we talked about, we have these amazing products that will change your skin. I mean, you can look at this picture here on the right. This is the lady that developed this product, the Skincerity. Her hand on the one that shows here on the right, it's her left hand. She put the Skincerity on this all the time, 7 years. And the one on the left, she did not use it. You can tell the huge difference in the skin. And so these things are just amazing, make amazing difference in your life. We also have things like toothpaste and hair care products. And who doesn't use those? Now, if you don't use those, you know, you may not want to be on here. So we help people work from home because they can go into their home office, they can go on their kitchen counter, they can go and just work actually anywhere in the world, and they're using their cell phone to do business and make extra money. So you might want to have just pay your mortgage or buy a new home. You might want to help somebody with their college fund. You know, some people don't have the opportunity. I never had that opportunity to go to college. I didn't even know it was a possibility in my life. But there are people who are less fortunate than us that we can help them, like our grandchildren or our children, to have a college fund or even investments. But here's the best thing I love. I love this about our industry is that we help you create and share your own experience. So we don't want you to buy a bunch of products that you're not going to use or sit in your garage. You're going to buy the products for your own body, for your own health, for your own family. And when you do that, you're going to start loving them. You're going to start seeing a transformation in your body, whether that's in your health, in your skin, just feeling better. And then what do? We share it with other people. We share it with the people that we love. And so when you share with 4 people, they're going to do the same thing. And it's kind of like when you go to a great movie, you tell all your friends about it. But the movie theater does not give you a referral fee or a commission when you sell somebody else a movie ticket, right? So pretty soon your team is going to grow to thousands of people, just like Whitney said. Oh my gosh, the growth is multiplication. It's not just addition. So you're seeing massive amounts of growth. And it is the perfect timing, folks, just like Whitney talked about. When you have a company that's growing exponentially, and it is achieving massive results with products, the leadership, you are in the perfect place at the perfect time. And we've had some amazing growth worldwide. We've become the number 35 company in the world right now, and we are headed for number 10 very quickly. We've had lots and lots of incredible sales. This was just the ARIIX company last year, $230 million. We recently merged with a company called New Age Beverage. I am so excited about that because their home office is in Denver, and we were able to visit there and see and hear about all the exciting things coming. They are making it so easy for us to share. And when you hear about what's coming in the next couple of months, you'll be blown away. So you want to come on board now, because now is the time. This is where our future growth was predicted. This is a couple months ago. Right now, our prediction, we are at a $500 million company. And our prediction is to be $1 billion company in a year and 2.4 in the next few years. You don't want to miss that, because the growth here is where you're going to make the most amount of money, the quickest amount of time, and you can help your friends do the same. It's very exciting. We also are a global market, which I love, because this is what helped ARIIX. ARIIX was able to reach out to the people back home in South Africa. So, you know, the United States has a lot of people from around the world. So when you meet someone here in the United States or Canada or even Mexico, they know people around the world. So we can actually reach those people and start new markets in different countries. I love that, because then you can earn income across the world just from your own home. Massive reach. Now we also have stock options. You guys, this is so big, because we are now a public company. So you can actually earn stock options in the future with our company. You can also buy stock in your own company. You can say that you're the owner of the company. You don't have to own a lot of the company, but you can be an owner. So how do you get started? It's very simple. You get with the person that brought you here, and they will help you decide which transformation pack is going to be the best for you and your family. And you buy and you create your own transformation by taking the products, using the products, sharing the products. You consume them and you share your excitement and your results. You link arms with your team members, the people that brought you in, your leadership, because we're going to help you. We want you to succeed with us. We don't want to do it just by ourselves. We want to help you to succeed as well. So we succeed as a team, and we love that, because we go to the top together. And we are ARIIX, and we want you to join us. And so I won't keep you any longer, but I will say this. If you have a need, if you have a health need, you know, most people in America either know somebody that has a health need or they have one themselves. And most people in America, well, even all around the world, you guys, how many of you, truthfully, know somebody that has a health need, right? Raise your hand. If you don't know somebody that has a health need, it's probably because you don't really know what's going on in their life. How many of you know somebody that could use a couple $100 or a couple $1,000s a month? I do. We all do. And multiple streams of income can really help our families. That's what we need these days. And when pandemics happen, you need to be able to have an income that you can base from your cell phone from anywhere in the world, no matter what happens. And so that's who we are. So we hope that you'll join us. Get back with the person that invited you here, because they will give you more information, and hopefully we'll see you at the next convention, and we'll see you riding to the top. So thanks for joining, everybody. We are so excited about our future. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me or the person that brought you. My name's Robin DeMio. You can find me on Facebook or Instagram. And thank you so much for coming. So Anthony, if you would just unmute everybody, and you guys can say goodbye. It's such a great time to have you all here. Thanks for coming.
Thank you so much. Zoom rockstar Robin. Thank you.
Thanks, Betsy girl.
Thank you.
Thanks, Robin. Great Zoom.
Thank you, Robin.
Awesome day.
Thanks, Robin. That was very good.
Thanks, Robin. Thanks, Aunt.
Thanks, Robin. Anthony.
See you all later. Make your day great.